Oh, I'm so sorry.
You know, it helped because they had
you
another Rob later in the bracket. So
Yeah,
I mean, I went
him.
suspiciously close. So clearly, they might have needed it. But you know,
Absolutely.
the main point of notoriety is that win over Rambos, and Peli is sitting down, by the way.
Yes.
At the stream setup.
Yeah, so Trilby 2-1 over Amboss earlier to make it into top 32. From there, everyone was, super, excited. We were seeing, Trilby like making these huge runs. We didn't expect them also to take down 7 Knights, aka I believe they used to go by Dawn. They got a new tag that they're walking.
That explains a lot.
And that was a game 5
even
set.
Dawn wasn't there.
Yeah, they used to go by Snow Globes. Yes. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. Correct me if.
It's a weird one. Like Dawn was definitely seeded to beat Trilby, but when you see Trilby on the form of beating Rambos, a character that camps even harder, which is meant to be Roy's antithesis, I kind of thought there and then, you know what? This 7 Knights win might well happen. And it did go to game 5. It was tricky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trilby was pushed to the limit, but one match away from winner's side top 8, but we'll be waiting for EMAS or Moke.
Yeah, so this is where it kind of really comes down with Trilby. I'm excited to see that set actually. I believe we'll probably be commentating a little bit later. We don't really know what's going on with commentary at the moment. It's all been a bit wild, but we're gonna definitely get you some sets, especially this one
UK versus
sitting
Norway
down.
clash. That's it.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
FriskyCissin, easily the biggest wild card in the whole tournament. You know how do you see the one player who's coming from another country? We had Fanta taking a flight from Northern Ireland. That's like your next contender. But FriskyCissin even joining via the waiting list, like missed the sign-ups, got a place this week and just booked a flight.
Just got a flight and decided we are down.
We are coming to fight Peli for a place in top 8 and it is happening right now. So, welcome back to Manchester Conquest. I'm your commentator Taylor the Toaster, of course with Sma on my left. You can't see that he's on the left, but we're here for this top 8 play-in. Peli, FriskyCissin, let's get it.
Of course, I think it is worth noting as well that this is quite exciting for Peli, especially he has had a few tournaments back-to-back where he's not performed as well as he'd like.
That's right.
But now he's in a position where he can potentially make it into top 8 winner's side, and especially in this kind of matchup as well, we know Peli's comfortable with it. We saw at VCA especially, him being able to contend with the likes of Space and even beat Space.
Although we know that it wasn't using the Sonic.
Absolutely. That is exactly where I was going to go with it. So this is a new kind of ground as well that Peli is trying out to see if he can take down one of the top EU Inklings with his titular main, that being Sonic, of course.
Yeah. And if it doesn't go out too great, then we know there is a backup plan. But Peli even being here at all, I remember him tweeting after Smash World Tour that he was going to go on a bit of a break and then mainly come back for the likes of Knockout 7, but balls to that basically. Here he is, ready to hopefully collect himself another paycheck. But FriskyCissin is currently keeping things practically even to prevent that from happening. It's kind of competitive enough with the Sonic to say that I wouldn't be surprised if he went Sonic the whole way, win or loss, but for now it is looking like a win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we're seeing as well from Peli, especially recently, is that he's trying to rely on his Sonic, for more situations. We're seeing kind of more cases of him actually, opting for the Sonic when previously we've seen him kind of like switch between two. He has said, and gone on record that he's always been happy to kind of swap between the DDD and the Sonic. But I think in sort of a lot of cases he is trying to sort of feel more comfortable with a lot of matchups with the Sonic, like really nailed him down with his main. And to be honest, Inkling is one of those matchups that I think he's trying to really sort of grind out and work out with the Sonic, and so far it has been doing wonders.
Yeah, absolutely. And King DDD is always it's got the element of surprise which helps him win. Like, for example, I'm sure Leon at VCA had probably never fought a DDD on that level ever before. But the more you use it, the more people are going to get used to it, and that's probably an easier matchup to adapt to than the Sonic is, which people still struggle with to this day. Case in point, FriskyCissin just cannot find a way to break down Peli's defenses. Doesn't want center stage, just holds from one right-hand side straight to the left, and I'm going to sit in a spiky ball, and you're going to have to come to me.
Absolutely. I mean, currently in a position that Peli's at, he doesn't need to necessarily go on the aggressive,
Whoa,
but we are going to see him land that absolutely beautiful back air. to take away Frisky stock. And now, again, Peli's just in a great position where he can go on the aggressive if he really wants to.
Caught
but otherwise,
in the recovery option, and no tech either. This is a big reversal from FriskyCissin, and the down smash will take it right back into things.
yeah, really, really nice there from Frisky just to take that stock away, even it up before things got too out of hand. Now, you know, it is kind of down on them to get this damage going. But Inkling, a character that can very much do that very quickly. So Peli gonna absolutely have to watch out here.
Not exactly designed as a comeback character, one of the more fundamentals-based upper tier maybe characters in the game, but one that's obviously looking for more results to truly back them up. But Sonic, he's not a comeback character either. I think that's probably the main weakness of both at times. So for now, Peli's going to hold that lead and take game one, but we'll see if FriskyCissin has any ideas for the next one.
Yeah, no, just really nice at the end there. Just Peli just knowing that, you know, Frisky was going to jump, go for that, you know, that anti-air with the up smash, catch him, and to take away the first game. Looks like we are going to run it back immediately to Pokemon Stadium 2. And I mean, to be honest, you know, that first game, like, Frisky was starting to make the comeback there. You know, that could have gone sideways very quickly with Peli, but he just knew that he had, you know, a comfortable lead, and he could turn kind of on the... He could switch between the defensive and the aggressive at will if he wanted to.
Keep the momentum going. Sonic doesn't have a bad stage, so just get straight back to the action and see if you can paint the town pink.
There we go. So both players just kind of setting up the neutral. Frisky's going to finally find a way in, but not going to get too much going from it. That said, you know, these down tilts
How
make
many
him
are you going to do,
work.
pal? We're already... It's weird enough seeing an Inkling dash attack come out. That's not the most common, but all right, let's have 4 down tilts in a row. Sure, that sounds crisp.
And
Off stage we go. The air dodge was expended. I think a Nair could have caught the late ending, but hey, that's one way to get a trade. If you're going to homing attack towards me, I'll take the damage, but you're going to have to go through my bomb and get inked up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just something that, you know...
That's a trade. Even could have grabbed afterwards, funnily enough.
Yeah, this is what makes this matchup so interesting, of course, because, you know, Roller and Spin Dash is an interesting interaction between the two, and we saw there that actually, you know, the Spin Dash was just able to collide with the Roller, but not actually bury Peli at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, Frisky absolutely going to have to watch out for that one, because he can just keep in this state of, you know, Spin Dash and just be unafraid by it.
Oh, and you're going to have to watch out for that back air as well. Right on the side of the stage, that is a perfect way for Peli to sneak back into the lead. It's interesting, like, certainly with the roller trade we saw earlier, FriskyCissin just clearly hadn't had that situation happen very often, wasn't ready for the counter plan after the trade, but now trades are probably something that you'll take at this point to get some kind of result back on. That will certainly do it. Up smash takes the stock.
Yeah, that's all you need, of course, with Inkling. You just get that one berry, and that's it. That's your stock gone.
And it can be really, really hard to bury Sonic because he spends a lot of time either in one place or in the air. So you've got to catch Sonic kind of while he's moving if you want to get him buried. And he's usually not going to be moving without a hitbox of some kind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Inkling, a lot of Inkling's strengths are just, you know, being able to chain these hits together, then getting the ball, like, you know, getting kills quite quickly.
Oh, but there's a chain. Now we have a pink. We've found a Sonic OC here. It's Pink the Hedgehog. And there's the back air.
Yeah, Peli really starting to tear it up here. He's going to be looking for the stock. You can see that he's on the hunt for it. But Frisky doing a good job just maneuvering around, not going to let Peli get in too much, not find any meaningful hits. But Peli's just still looking for it, just covering everything and scoops him up with the up smash.
All right, we're seeing more up smash from Peli in this set than we've seen from most Sonic mains in a whole tournament. And he's had 2 of them. Like, it's not a common kill option whatsoever, but Peli just making it work, and it is an option on block if you're able to stomp out that roller. So
absolutely, and of course, you know, Inkling's such an aerial character as well that, you know, that up smash just being such...
catches Peli on the recovery. That is so hard to do. Sonic has invincibility on part of the up B, and he's just so fast anyway. Not exactly a huge hitbox on the super jump is the name of Inkling's up B, would you believe? But FriskyCissin just precise. Peli not going to die off it or anything, but I love the surgical precision of these two.
Yeah, now you can see Peli just really kind of just wait it out, you know, getting a few hits here and there, and it's kind of, you know, weaving back and forth. He does not want to risk anything, especially when he's got this stock lead. You know, he could just hang on to it, and Frisky knows that. And Frisky knows they need to go on the aggressive here, and they need to take that stock away, but Peli is just not having it.
Yeah, not even got any ink in the tank at the moment, so forced to just take time away and sort themselves out before they can go on the Peli attack. But right now, 127. I'm not going to claim to know the Inkling grab to up throw to up air percent, but you're very, very much going to struggle to get a grab on Sonic anyway. When you look at the rest of Inkling's toolkit, I don't know if I'd still be too worried. 162, yeah, maybe now is the time to be scared, but if you're ruling out grabs, and bear in mind, I don't think FriskyCissin has had one yet, what does Inkling do in these situations to even close out 162% on Sonic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Peli just really just, you know, intends to keep this stock alive. You know, you can see that he's literally just moving, you know, from the left to the right side of the stage, you know, just finding these small little hits in there. He's not really going in at all or like risking anything, and he's just, as we said, he just doesn't need to. In this sort of position, he's in a great, you know.
There's the back air, but you know, it's a long way to go. We've got 2.5 minutes, so Peli has the option of finishing it off with another big blow, or maybe just going on the run for a little while.
Absolutely. I mean, what we're going to see here is this Peli kind of just sort of wait it out, because if he just gets one back air, something like that, it will absolutely take the stock away, and Peli will be able to take this game. And Frisky needs to get something going here, but Peli doesn't seem intent on giving it to him.
Basically, what I need to see within the next 2 minutes is FriskyCissin to get a massive jab combo in to get Sonic fully covered in ink, get the damage up, and then we can see a bit of a comeback kind of combo. That's the only real way Inkling can turn things fully around in a quick heartbeat. Otherwise, you've just got to win neutral repeatedly and keep doing it. And against the camping Sonic, it's not the easiest.
It's such an intricate process as well for Frisky here, because they are aware that there is such a high percent, 172%. They know that any kind of big hit from Peli will seal this game up. But they also need to find a way in, and it's just not going to happen because Peli going to get that forward tilt and take it away.
Better to have no regrets, go in and get yourself killed while trying to get the comeback secured than just hiding and then watching the timer elapse on you. So not working out on that occasion, but it was off the back of a ledge situation. The down angle F tilt from Sonic. So let's just go straight back and keep it going. We could have up to 3 more of these still to come. Color change as well. So, you know, maybe the change in ink will create us a new Sonic OC. Maybe change the battlefield a little bit more.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, and of course, you know, sometimes people just change skins as well, just to kind of, you know, vamp up their mentality.
Yeah, have you seen B Little? He changes he changes skins after every game. He doesn't have a consistent.
It works for some people. Like they kind of like almost associate with certain skins, like kind of with a way they want to play. Maybe we're seeing something similar here with Frisky.
Yeah, this is black and yellow. Danger is calling, and it's certainly a dangerous situation for FriskyCissin right now. Only narrowly losing this game, but needs to get back to the stage. And then just deliver another 2 games after that. But hey, if anyone can do it, I mean, you've come a long way. You're not exactly going to give up.
You can see Frisky just trying to nail his up air changer, but just not going to find it. Peli again just doing a really expert job of just keeping himself away, out of reach of Frisky. Just giving them no opportunity to really catch him. You can see Frisky is really struggling to just find any sort of hit on Peli, and you know, even go for the bowler there, but it just gets beat out by that forward air.
So what Peli's doing here, there's about 4 interactions in a row where he's gone to the complete end of the stage, 5 now, and has fully charged the thing. When you fully charge the spin dash of Sonic, you can't cancel it via shield like you could in previous games. You can still jump and down air to cancel it. There we go, first stop from FriskyCissin. What I want to see, if Frisky is to turn this whole set around, is maybe capitalize on those moments where Peli has totally backed himself into a corner and fully charged the spin dash, because he has to do something. He still has plenty of options. There's release, there's jump and down air, but when you've got that little space to deal with, maybe you can trade with something, or just go in and grab aggro, who knows? I don't have the answers, but FriskyCissin is going to have to come up with one while he's getting jab locked into a back air. Peli has turned this around altogether.
Peli is feeling it, and you can tell that was such a beautiful sequence, literally taking from the left side of the stage all the way to the right, taking away that stock, and now this is bad for Frisky. This is a bit of a mountain to climb. They need to take away 2 fresh stocks, essentially, from Peli if they want to keep this winner's side dream alive. Good sequence there. That's going to get a little bit of damage, but they need to find a little bit more. See Peli again, they're starting to go on the aggro here. He knows he can just go for it if he wants to.
There's a grab though. There we go. So up to the skies. Again, Sonic very good at getting out of disadvantage though. Has several ways to mix up the momentum in the air. You know, you can do a spin shot to just disappear to the other side of the stage. The down air landing from Peli was usually quite risky. It did work that occasion, but there we see FriskyCissin finding a different opportunity. Coming down to last stock, but if Peli can take one here, so tempting to just wait and try to go for a back throw in that kind of position. That's what Sonics want, but would have been too obvious, so Peli goes for something a little different. And we go back to the other ends of the stage, and FriskyCissin cannot catch him.
Yeah, no. Frisky just finding these small little hits, but they need to be finding something big. And Peli is just looking for the kill now, and he's gonna find, no, not quite. Frisky just hanging on, 149%. The smash comes out again, but Peli's not gonna find it. Frisky now gonna have to play so carefully here to make sure he doesn't risk anything too much. Does get the back air into a grab, but again, it's just small little hits. It's not really chaining together into anything meaningful for Frisky.
And there we go.
No, not quite. Not quite. Frisky again, still hanging on. But this is such a scary process for Frisky here. He has to really play delicately. Peli now just looking for it, and this.
No way! It was fully charged, I guess. You can sometimes just hit people with spin dash, and it has some knockback on it.
I think that's one of the worst kill screens I've seen in a long time.
Here
that
is
was awful.
Here is a circle. Time to learn the shape.
Just a blue circle.
Here's a circle. Put it through the circle-shaped hole in the box, and FriskyCissin just tried to slot it through a triangle, and down to losers bracket he goes. But big performance. I mean, you have to come against the number one at some point. We've seen that FriskyCissin, all right, so we've got a loss to Peli. There's nothing to say he can't beat literally everyone else here. So it could well be a grand finals run. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, as we said before, that is going to land Peli into winner side of top A. And we will just have to wait to see who could be facing. But this is looking like a nice run for Peli here. Getting himself into the winner side.
We know what the next set is going to be. There's the handshake. It's the fan favorite stepping in to the seat. We have not just Trilby hailing from the Northeast, representing Team KO and all sorts of fun stuff. We also have EMAS, the top joker, possibly in all of EU at this point, representing Saudi Arabia and now living in London. We have a proper North versus South clash with some of the absolute most deserving and favourite players we've got to offer. And one of them will be moving on to winners